Go.
Today we're gonna go over more hip flexors. Okay, this is one of my probably my most favorite warm-ups for hip flexors. I do this one quite often to start off the day. So we're gonna go into a 90-90 position. Okay. So with this, you gotta make sure that the patient is putting their knee to their heel. Okay. Another thing you want to watch for: make sure that they don't come in too close here. If they close this angle between their heel and their glutes, then it's going to be much harder for them to go through this motion, okay? So we're at a 90-90, and what I'm going to do to start off with on this one is I'm going to go ahead and plant my arm on the other side and transition over, okay? So I'm starting off in that first, I usually will give them the first set where they're planting their hand, okay? So you go side to side, so come side to side. I'll usually have them, every time they go to the left, I count it as 1. So I'll have them do like a set of 10. Okay, so once they've warmed up past that first set, then what they have to do is just do their best to keep their hands up, okay? Another important factor to look for in cueing is making sure that their feet stay on the ground. Sometimes you'll see them like lift up their feet when they're transitioning over. Try to challenge them, tell them, try to keep your heels planted onto the ground when you transition over. Okay, over. So notice how my foot kind of came up a little bit. Hips aren't all the way. There we go. So as I do it more and more, it'll become easier and easier. Okay, so once they've advanced through, about 3 sets of those, their hips should be nice and warmed up. Okay, from here, we can go into a hip stretch and the glute strengthening exercise, all in this same position. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna have their hands out, they're going to come up, and they're gonna squeeze their glutes to push their hips forward. So that would be 1, 2, 3. And again, about 10 on both sides. 3 sets should do just fine. Okay, so again, you guys, we're trying to aim at that hip flexor and glute complex, get them to work against each other, kind of getting that stretch in.